My name is Sophia. I am a housewife who married my boyfriend from vocational school 1 year after graduation, and we are currently celebrating our 10th wedding anniversary. However, I am working and doing things around the house at the same time, so I guess I should call myself a part-time housewife. Both of us having graduated from fashion design, so we are working as designers. We both work, so it's only natural that the one who can do the housework does what they can. But now, I do most of the housework because he has a very busy job and I spend more time at home than he does. This has continued for a while, so I am clearly better at housework than he is, and I think it's more efficient for me to do it too. In fact, he seems to have the same opinion. When I ask him to do something on his days off, I end up doing them because he says that I am better and I finish them faster than him. We are finally blessed with our first child after 10 years of marriage. I am currently 6 months pregnant, and today is the day we find out the gender of the child in my stomach. Hello! It's my OBGYN checkup day today. When is your next visit? We are going to have an ultrasound today to find out the gender. I'm so excited. I think my morning sickness is going to return. Returning morning sickness is quite a phrase, isn't it? Actually, my visit is today too, and we find out the gender today. We have it on the same day? What time do you start? I'm supposed to start afternoon. How about you? I'm also afternoon. What a coincidence. Would you like to grab some tea after the checkup, if you're available? I know a great place. They have caffeine-free coffee and vegetable cakes that contain nutrients necessary for pregnant women. Wow, is it near the doctor's? That's right! I didn't know there was such a place. Let's definitely go there. I'm off work today, and I finished the housework in the morning, so... Yay! Then why don't we announce the gender of our child to each other? Okay, sure. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and did you get the information about the baby class? I did get a flyer from the doctor. I'm thinking of going to that one, but my baby's father is so busy, I don't feel comfortable going by myself. I've always been shy, and you're the only other pregnant woman I know. We used to see each other at the same OBGYN clinic, so we kind of just started talking in the waiting room. I don't have any other pregnant friends either. If you're going to be there, I'd like to join you. Well, surprise, surprise, I'm thinking of going. Really? I was planning to go by myself because my husband is busy. I'm glad to have someone to go with. It's my pleasure too. Well then, let's talk about when we're going to go and so on at tea today. I'm looking forward to it. Well, I'll see you later. Mia and I go to the same OBGYN clinic, and since we often have our checkups on the same day, we talk to each other to kill the long wait time and eventually became friends. She is younger than me and said she was shy, but she is friendly by nature. Then we now have tea together on the way home from our checkup, and since we are due to give birth around the same time, our children are sure to be classmates. I thought vaguely at the time that it would be fun to continue to be friends with her as a mom friend. I had no idea that there was a hidden reason behind her friendship with me. Then, after 3 more months of pregnancy passed, I was already on maternity leave from my job, and the clinic I was going to was not able to deliver the baby, so I went back to my hometown to give birth. There, I witnessed a scene. It was 2 people I knew very well having dinner together. Daniel, where are you? What time are you coming home today? Sorry, I'm still at the office for work. As a designer, you know how busy this time of year is, right? Yes, I do. It's the time of year when we have a lot of new designs coming out. It's also the time of year when we have competitions. I'll be home late again today, so don't worry about me. The baby is your priority right now, and you need to keep a regular routine for that. Or is there something wrong? Like you're about to give birth? No, it's not yet. The doctor said I should move around, so I took a walk today. I was shopping for baby clothes, gauze, and other things I need before I go back to my parents' house. When did you say you're going back home? Next week. I can't believe it's so soon. So I went a little bit out of my way and went to the store at S Station that has a good selection of baby stuff. You went to S Station today? You went there by train? Wait a minute, what time? I mean, where's the store? What's your hurry? I'm not in a hurry. Could it be because you were meeting a woman at S Station? Wait a minute, that's not what it looks like. It was someone from work. A woman from work. She's my coworker. She was asking advice about work. It's not like I'm cheating on you or anything. Don't get me wrong. How could I ever cheat on you? I've been single-mindedly committed to you since we were in school, and we've been married for 10 years. I wish I could continue to believe you. We're even going to have a baby soon.
Don't worry, she's from my workplace. You really don't have anything to be jealous of. As a senior designer, I was just making sure to mentor my juniors.
Is that right? I can trust you, right?
Of course you can. I would never betray you. If you lie, I'll divorce you. Or do whatever you say.
That much?
Yes, I'm innocent. Sorry. I've got a design meeting coming up, so I'll be turning my phone off. Really, I'm not cheating on you or anything. Believe me.
What? Hey, Daniel, I still have a few more questions. Daniel? Mia, is now a good time? Hello, Sophia. What's wrong? What do you do for a living? I'm just an ordinary office worker. I'm a clerk in a design office, designing clothes and stuff. So I'm basically in charge of all sorts of things. Is there any designer named Daniel in that company? Oh, what's going on all of a sudden? Daniel has been very good to me since I joined the company. So you were co-workers. At the time, he's my handsome boyfriend. What? We're not married yet, but the baby I'm carrying is Daniel's baby. Wait a minute. The baby is Daniel's child? You're Daniel's girlfriend? What about it? Don't you know Daniel is married? What? Daniel is married? You didn't know? Just kidding. I know that. Daniel's wife is you, right? Mia? You knew? You knew that Daniel and I are married? Of course I do.
So it was you that I saw at S Station.
S Station? Come to think of it, we went shopping together for baby stuff. Then we went out to eat. Oh, so did you spot us together? You went shopping together, even though he never comes along with me when I go shopping? That's because I'm his true love, isn't it? True love? I mean, if you found out, I don't have to play nice anymore, do I? It was really hard for me to act like friends with you while holding back my laughter until now. Acting? Wait a minute, what do you mean? You and Daniel are dating? That's cheating, and you know I'm his wife. I've seen the pictures on Daniel's phone. I went to OBGYN clinics within commuting distance of Daniel's house and looked for his wife. Daniel told me his wife stays off. He invites me on a date on days other than that. He always gave me his schedule. I would go to the OBGYN on your days off. You went that far. After I found you, I went to the same clinic, got to know each other, and got your contact information.
What on earth did you want to do?
Kind of spying, maybe? I wanted to see what my rival was like, but when I actually met you, you're older than me and not so impressive. I wondered why Daniel was married to such a person for 10 years. I thought I can beat you easily, but I continued to pretend to be a friend to find out how I could get him divorced.
So, you're Daniel's lover, and the child you are carrying is Daniel's child?
Yes, that's right. If you want, I can run some tests. You told me that Daniel hardly ever comes home, didn't you? That's not because of work or anything. It's because he was spending time with me.
Since when?
It's been about 3 years since we've got to know each other.
That's so long.
At first, we were both just playing around, but then we got serious. We had a baby right after I decided I wanted to have a baby with him. You're married for 10 years, and you're finally having your first child, right? I was the one who won in that respect too, wasn't I?
I called Daniel earlier and asked him about it, and he said he wasn't cheating on me.
Of course he's not cheating, because he's in a serious relationship with me. So can you please keep a divorce in mind? If at all possible, I want to marry him before the baby is born. Wouldn't you feel sorry for the baby to be born without a daddy?
Divorce?
I know you're surprised at how sudden it is, so I'll give you a week or so. Please think about it properly. Please think about the happiness of him, me, and the child I'm carrying first, okay? Thanks in advance.
The person I thought was my friend was my enemy from the beginning. My husband betrayed me, and I was just stunned and heartbroken. I had some idea of how it happened, but my husband never came home that day. Of course, he did not respond to my calls. Mia must have told him that she had found out about the affair and is running away. I guessed that the place he was hiding was her house. I decided to go back to my parents' house earlier than scheduled, thinking that I would only feel empty if I stayed alone in an empty home. A week passed without a clear answer on what to do, and then she contacted me.
Have you come to a decision by now? Well, of course you've made up your mind to divorce him for me, him, and the baby, right?
Is he staying with you?
He's been at my house for a while.
Can you tell him that I'm going home to my parents?
Oh, really? Then he can go get his stuff. That would be great.
You were saying that you were going to have the baby back in your hometown. He won't be there, so good luck with that. Daniel is going to be there for my birth. So, when are you going to file for divorce? I've got the marriage certificate ready, so whenever you're ready, okay?
Does Daniel agree to divorce me?
Of course he does. He has agreed to marry me.
Well, after 10 years as a couple, I never thought he would betray me like this.
It's called getting what you deserve, isn't it?
What I deserve?
Because you're obviously defective as a wife.
What do you mean?
If you're a wife, you should have gotten pregnant with a child or two earlier. I'm sure his parents would have loved to see their grandchildren as soon as possible. It's your own fault for not being able to conceive before now, isn't it? I'm going to have his child, so the divorce is final. You've been childless for 10 years. You're just an infertile woman, aren't you?
You want to know why I stayed patient for 10 years?
Patience? What are you talking about?
I wanted children as soon as I could, but I didn't have any.
That's because you're infertile, isn't it? It's really lame that you're trying so hard to get fertility treatments.
We didn't have the money.
What do you mean?
That's why we didn't have any, for financial reasons. We didn't want to inconvenience our child. By the way, Daniel's parents know about this. We've talked about it.
What financial reasons? Daniel has money.
You don't know Daniel's monthly income, even though you work for the same company?
A designer and an office worker are paid differently, but designers usually have money.
He is a designer, but he can only design at a mediocre level. He was fired from various design firms and finally got a job at his current place.
What?
But his designs are still at the mediocre level. Now his main work is assisting the new designer who came in after him in other minor jobs.
Mediocre?
His current salary is a fixed monthly base salary plus a piece rate system. Though his salary varies greatly depending on how many designs get hired, in his case, his job is just miscellaneous ones, so his monthly salary is just the base salary.
Wait, base salary? You mean the same as my base salary as an office worker? You mean his take-home pay is only $1,800?
It's less than that.
What?
Because he's hired as a designer. There's no way they'd pay that much to a designer who can't design. The base salary is $1,200.
You're kidding!
He's been moving from one office to another since he graduated from vocational school. It's not like he can afford it, but just because he's a designer, he spends his money on expensive suits and clothes, and he's hardly ever home. To be honest, I've had to put up with so much, but it was worth it because I had love for him and thought he loved me too. So even though he lives mostly on my salary, I never complained even if I did most of the housework.
So when he paid for our dates and stuff...
When I found out he was cheating on me, I felt like all the money I'd been spending on him was ridiculous. We couldn't have kids for a long time because of that. But now that I'm a successful designer and we're financially secure, I decided it was the right time and the right age to have a baby.
So you're the one with money?
That's what it means.
You'll divide the property when you get divorced, right? You'll split it in half, right?
Legally, yes, but I don't think he'll have any of it left.
What do you mean?
Because he hasn't been putting in money for living until now. I asked my lawyer to take that into consideration, and I'm going to ask him to leave me with no property division. I also asked for alimony and child support.
Lawyer?
I agree to the divorce, but I have to make sure I get what I deserve. So, he'll be even more out of money.
Oh no! If you love him, you should give me a discount.
Do you know what he said?
What?
He said if he cheated on me, he'll divorce me and do as I say.
He said that?
And I still have the exchange from that time. Don't look down on a woman with 10 years of marriage. I'm going to charge him, and you, what I can, and I'm going to end this relationship once and for all, so be prepared.
Wait a minute! Marrying someone who has no money is hell! I'm about to have a baby! He always wore nice suits, and his clothes were luxury brand too! I thought it would be safe to marry him!
Yeah, that's too bad.
Oh, Sophia, I'll find another guy, so I'll give Daniel back to you.
No, thanks.
Don't say that!
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to go to the hospital now. I have to get ready to have a healthy baby. I'll have my lawyer call you later.
Sophia, that's not what I planned. It's not what I thought it was.
Missed phone call.
I don't want Daniel. Just take this guy back. Hey, Sophia.
I divorced my husband, and there is no division of property as per my request. Alimony and child support were established almost exactly as I requested.
However, he doesn't have any money, so he decided to pay them in installments on a fixed date. I heard that he gave up on his dream of becoming a designer and became an office worker. After we broke up, both his parents and Mia's parents refused to support them, so they were helpless. They got married for the time being. However, they had to face many obstacles in raising their child and working at the same time. Mia went back to work earlier than expected, and they both had to cut down on their sleeping hours. Exhausted from work, housework, and childcare, they are barely managing.